discuss our second part. So that is your cue card part. Yesterday we discussed a lot, right? Today also we'll be discussing a lot. We'll be giving you chance to speak. Okay. So, and I would really appreciate if you come out with ideas and everything. You can speak out here. Don't hesitate. Even if you are going wrong, not an issue, but give a try. Okay. So that improves your confidence there. Right. Let me share the screen here. Now, cue card, as soon as the name you listen, okay, cue card, so will become, what is that? Little scared. What is this? Oh, cue card, it seems how the things goes. So we like will not be knowing anything and everything. Please don't get into this kind of ideology, okay? Because even the cue card, if they are asking also, what basically they are asking, what they will ask, it is again very generic to you people, okay? So generic to you people in the sense what it will be mostly talking about like the social issues, like things happening in your this one day-to-day life. So it could be your personalized experience, or it could be like the social influence that is happening, or the trending things. It could be, so it could be anything and everything that is happening in your life, and so in and around you, okay? So therefore here nothing out of the box, nothing too technical it will be. So it can be even about your yourself only, that also could be there. So therefore here no need to worry, guys. So keep yourself, what is that, fully this one, what is that, in an enthusiastic manner to present your speech there too, okay? So basically what, it can be on anything and everything. They will be asking a question, you need to just give the response. But what they do here is that they are going to give you a question, a card in which a topic will be related, okay? So whatever the topic is, you need to focus on that particular topic only, and you need to basically present that only. And at the same time, so you will have time for 1 minute to prepare yourself. That is 1 minute time. But I don't think this 1 minute time will be basically, which will be enough to ideate and all. Therefore, like beforehand only, we need to get ourselves ideated. Now you may ask me, ma'am, again, how can we know what idea will be asked, or how can we ideate before? And why not? We have almost so many topics available. If you prepare for all these topics, almost you're pumped up with the this one, with many ideas and everything. Immediately as soon as you see the question, that 1 minute you can use to refresh the ideas, gather all the ideas, and present your this one, what is that, speech there, okay? And also you need to speak continuously. You may have to speak continuously for 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes continuously, or it could even go up to 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So therefore don't stop in between. You need to be a continuous speaker, which is what I am saying from last 2 days. So you're not supposed to stop until and unless so you are basically asked any question, okay? Till the time you need to speak. Yes, it doesn't mean that you're speaking out of the box, or you're just repeating the ideas, you are just jumbling up the ideas. All these things will not give us the score. So therefore you be organized. It should appear as if you have prepared well in advance for that topic, and you're speaking out there. That means you need to know one by one, okay? It should be like, okay, first you are introducing and one idea, explain that, give evidences, complete that, then go for the next idea that is connected to the same, explain that, give one evidence, and try to conclude that, then go for the next one. So don't try to mix the ideas, try to be very organized, because we all know that not only the ideas they are going to check, they check like how we are presenting, that is nothing but coherence and cohesion. The way you pronounce, they will be checking. So the the way you present your ideas using different lexical resources. So these things will be tested upon. So that means what, we have all these things tested. So therefore you need to be very, very careful and attentive. Yes, especially I would like to highlight the word attentive there, because when we have seen, or I have seen, whenever I take interviews, for students, what happens, like maybe out of that nervousness or whatever the reason could be, students will go out of the topic and they will not even be knowing that they have wandered out of the topic. The question would be something, they would be speaking something else. That shows that they are not attentive there. No, you need to be mindful about what word you are using, so whether it is related to the topic or not. So everything you need to have a look at now. So how we can do? Yes, definitely, guys. I guess you people have started preparing on the different topics, isn't it? Even we have it in our website, and also on Telegram group, you will be getting many questions, and so you know about you the general trends. So the current affairs, everything, get yourself prepared with, right? Even about the weather conditions, everything you need to prepare with, even about the recent floods, so flood related thing, environment, so elections related thing, sports related thing, everything you need to get yourself updated on. Don't say that, ma'am, I'm not interested in sports, so I would not like to prepare myself. No, guys, so kindly, you need to get yourself little bit prepared on the thing. When you know that they can ask anything and everything, I would strongly recommend you people to prepare there. Okay, so because we would not want to listen the same dialogue. Ma'am, if I'm not a good reader, if I am not a player sports person, if I don't like to watch movies, what should I say? No. So when we know that we are asked with such questions, what we need to do, we need to at least take some points, we need to prepare ourselves on them, isn't it? So that's the reason you need to prepare on almost every topic. That means I would strongly say that you need to prepare yourself before going for the speaking test. Now, when you get the question, when you get the topic, try to read the topic properly. Even if you're not, what is that, jotting down the points, that is not a problem, but you need to read the question properly and understand it. So once you get that clarity on your question idea, nobody can stop you from presenting a speech. Why? Because you know what is the topic. Then automatically the ideas will start flowing in. Okay, so therefore know the topic. If you know the topic, you will not make the mistake. If you not make the mistake, you will not lose the score. Then you, as soon as you see the topic, start generating the ideas. How we can generate the ideas? As I said, we can use 5 W's and 1 H method. What is that? How, where, why, which, who, when. So all these things, if you ask that particular thing on that particular this one question, you will be getting many ideas. But this has to be a very immediate process. The immediate process can happen only if you have a practice on it. If you don't have even a clue of it, they're going and doing what is this, what is that, it will not help you out. Or maybe like, what is that, my these sentences could be little harsh, but yes, this is the fact. From now onwards only you need to develop that generating idea technology, otherwise it will not happen. Okay, and also you need to continue speaking until examiner says thank you. That's what I said, you cannot stop in between. Until and unless examiner says or ask any other question, you should not stop yourself. Remember this. You need to be a continuous speaker. Yeah, as I said, you need to use varied language, be confident, fluent, have that smile on your face, which actually enhances confidence. And also, you will come across this one situation where the examiner may not be even looking at you. Okay, he or she would be doing something, they would be acting as if little bit of negligence. Please don't get affected by all these things. This could be all a traps. Okay, so therefore you keep eye contact with examiner and you start speaking very confidently. Let you people have a kind of smile on your face when you are presenting. Don't show your nervousness, because if you have a kind of smile on your face, that will relaxes you. Okay, once your mind is relaxed, your speech also flows without mumbling. Okay, so therefore I would say be confident and be, if examiner is looking at you, you look at them eye to eye, speak. If she or he is not looking, then also you concentrate on so examiner and speak there. Don't look at walls, don't look at something else and speak there, because you lose the confidence there. Okay, so do that. And yes, you need to practice on different topics. Without that you can't actually so do well on your speaking part, especially if you're like if you're not very comfortable with speaking. So without practice, yes, definitely we can't have the speaking thing successfully. Yeah. Now, here we have a question. Describe a memorable trip you have taken. So, possibly talking points. So, here we have given the list of ideas. So, what you can speak. Say, describe a memorable trip you have taken. So, now I will not give this point. If you people are given with this question, so what you are going to do here? Okay, so now I don't want you people to look at these points. Without looking at these points, can you people tell me, so who want to speak on this? Describe a memorable trip you have taken. Quick, raise your hands. Yes, let me see who all have raised their hands. Uh, yes. Soumya. Yes. Soumya Deep.
Am I audible?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes. So, actually, this Friday is my speaking test, so I'm a bit nervous about that.
Okay, so then I picked up for right person. Okay, so it'll be a kind of this one. Yeah. Can you just tell me, on being nervous, do you get extra score?
And no, absolutely don't.
Then why you need to be nervous?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just an
No,
psychological
you
insult.
should not. This is what I say, everyone. So, guys, why we need to be nervous? You are just facing another person. That's it, isn't it? If we don't get score on that, also, what is that? Just we will not get score. Any
Yeah,
other harsh thing can happen there?
I know
Nothing
the
else.
cause for the nervousness actually.
Okay, so what is the cause for the nervousness?
Yeah, it's because the IELTS exam costs 16,000 rupees, and if I don't
Okay.
get enough bands, I need to take it again.
Then you should not be nervous there, because see, you're paying. That's what I'm saying. 16,000 you're paying. Okay, or you are getting nervous. On becoming nervous, you even whatever efficient speaker you will be, because of nervousness, you miss on your ideas. That means definitely the 16,000 will go in vain right there. So,
Definitely.
for the sake of your 16,000, I would strongly recommend you to be very strong there. There is no point, guys. This is a like kind of advice to everyone. There is no point in getting nervousness. Nervousness will not give us any, what is that, extra thing, scores or anything. If that was the case, instead of training on IELTS, I would have trained you people how to be nervous, right? So don't get fooled by your brains stating that, oh, we are nervous. It's all our mindset. Go confidently, Soumya Deep. So just what is that? Go confidently. Think that you can do. And one more thing I would like to tell here, how can you keep yourself confident here? Actually, the person who is asking the question, they will be asking the questions, everything on the basis of you guys, isn't it? So that means what? The person who is asking the question is unaware of you guys. That means we are not having knowledge about you people. So that means we are inferior here. You people know everything about you people. So you are this one, what is that, superior in ideas here. So be confident, at least keep this in mind. Oh, they are listening to me, that means I know more than these people. So at least if you keep this in mind, I guess your nervousness will go out. Okay. Yes, Soumya, so start describing so a memorable trip.
Yes. So back in 2017,
Mhm,
at the end of the year, I went
mhm,
on a trek with a couple of my friends from my school, and it
mhm,
was the first time I went on any rock climbing or a trekking expedition. Actually, there
mhm,
was a club which was associated with our school,
mhm,
and with the members of that club, we went to a trek in the Purulia region of West Bengal.
mhm,
Uh, the trip lasted for around 5 days. The
mhm,
first day was very harsh because they teach you how to climb rocks, and you get cuts all over your hands, and
mhm,
like you have extreme body aches,
mhm,
and whole sleep schedule is like screwed. So the
mhm,
first day was very harsh. We were like crying. We were like begging to come back home.
mhm,
And after like 2 days, we were habituated with the situation, and it was actually a lot of fun. And
mhm,
on the third or fourth day, maybe we had a
mhm,
night trip. So
mhm.
we climbed up a mountain at night and
The
just,
night. Mhm,
yeah, in the night, and we just laid down flat, staring at the dark
mhm,
sky, and that was just a so a tranquil moment. Like I
mhm.
can't like forget that scenery ever. So I think that is one of the biggest highlights of the trip.
Mhm,
And like since that trip, I've come to acknowledge how important it is to,
mhm,
like find our like
mhm,
uh, when we are small, or like how we go to trips. Our parents like book a trip through some like app, through some app or some travel agency, and they
mhm,
arrange, they schedule whatever activities
mhm,
we have to do. But
mhm,
finding things to do on your own,
mhm.
that can be a wonderful experience. So that is what I've really come to appreciate from, and I've really taken quite a few more treks since that experience. It has
Oh,
been a quite good experience for me.
okay, thank you, Soumya. So yes, I have few feedback here for you as well as for everyone. Yes. So the first and foremost thing, it was not very organized. Okay. So because you could say, like, what is that? Few things were repeated, but you had many ideas. Like you try to connect with the experience that you get from by going trip with your parents and what you will be having when you go alone. So this was really a nice connection that you had. Given that means I feel you have a number of ideas. Only the thing is the way you are presenting it, it should be little modified. Okay, modified in the sense like it should appear as if you have planned and you are saying that. So yes, so when it comes to the first part, you said yes, you went with a group. So when you were in school, so okay, fine. But then that was again and again, two, three times that was focused on. So no, once you have said that, just go it. And here and there we had grammatical errors which you need to concentrate on. And also that right planning. Okay, you went for a trip. So that trip in the initial stage, use little nice words, initial, final, so in the mid of the trip. Okay, so we went, so we don't have that what is that tranquil moment. Tranquil is described as something which is very peace, cool, and all. So you can say that the tranquility of the nature in the night so mesmerized me. Okay, so you can use like these words to connect your ideas. However, it was overall good, but yes, work on your grammatical ideas. So framing, and it is not any nothing will have at night, at morning, at this one noon. Okay, don't use at year for everyone, because I've heard it from most of you guys. This at is used with morning, evening, night, and all. Please don't commit this mistake here. Okay, and now yes. So Soumya, thank you so much. Can I know who else want to speak on this topic? So raise your hands. We had Farid and so yes. Yeah, Devi. Can you speak out on the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, one of the most memorable trip I have in my college days is
Mm-hmm.
college days was Satish Dhawan Space Center Sriharikota trip along
Mm-hmm.
with my classmates.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the most memorable trip for me, which is the
Mm-hmm.
first trip in my entire graduation studies from right from my childhood to now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I came across many
Mm-hmm.
rocket and also science and technology, which
Mm-hmm.
helped me to learn more a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because in today's world, science is playing more important role.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 2 night trip with our close friends and also with some
Mm-hmm.
faculty members who are trying to guide us.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen many places how the rocket is formed and also how rocket will be launched on various projectors, and also I came to learn
Using various
how to,
projectors. Mm-hmm.
ma'am,
Using various projectors, how rockets would be launched using various projectors.
using various projectors, and also I came to learn across many stages, right
Mm-hmm.
from the manufacturing stage to launching stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Basically,
I
I
came to know
got
how
to know.
science is playing.
Mhm. Yeah, tell
Ma'am.
me, tell me. Tell me, tell me.
Then I came to know how rocket is playing an important role using science and technology, and also right in this world how these two are placing a vital role.
Uh-huh.
This trip was very memorable with my friends, and also we together laughed.
Mhm.
We together enjoyed the trip with a lot of fun and memories.
Yes, Devi. Thank you, Devi. But yeah, your this one description of why it was memorable was good. But always remember what was the question. Describe the trip that was memorable. So that means we concentrated on the part why it was memorable, but you did not speak much about the trip there. Okay, so that means you need to give the equilibrium in your speech. And also, we could see a lot of simple sentences kindly focus on complex and compound sentences, but that is a good thing. Yes, I would also recommend, guys, if we are giving you the feedback, so it is like don't take it in a defensive way. It is a learning thing. Yes, obviously, we need to give you the feedback, right? If I say, yeah, it is good, 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 so then ultimately on the exam day, if you go and if you get less score, you will think that, yeah, ma'am, so just sweetly said it is good, but actually, what is that? She should have found out the mistakes, isn't it? So therefore, please be open to your this one feedback. So yes. Uh, like you saw, when we suddenly ask the question, what happens? So you will be tumbled. It is not basically well planned. So you may see some kind of disturbances in presenting your ideas. But I will show you now, if at all we plan now. So plan the idea. If we decide or if we know what to speak, and don't you think it will become easy for us? You can see here, where did you go? With whom you went? So you speak about that. What did you do there? So that is, why was this trip memorable? Explain how this trip impacted you or your life. So that means what? Just this 4 points, if you describe, so your idea is completely done there. So that means what? Ideating is important, guys. Okay. They're asking for a memorable trip. Definitely trip in the sense to some place you would have gone. Describe that place, at least one and a half sentence you speak about that place. And then, so what was the purpose you went there? With whom you went there? When you went there? See, there only you can get so many ideas. When, with whom, and why you went there. Okay. And after going there, how did you reach? Whether your journey, see, your journey to this place was good or it was filled with challenges, you can say that also one and a half sentence. Then what you did there. Okay, so basically, what was the purpose there? Only you would have said. And then why this was the most memorable for you? There could be some reason. As Devi said, it was memorable because she got to know more about rocket technology. And for Soumyadeep, it was memorable because he felt after many difficulties, he was able to attain so some beauty of the nature, or he was able to attain or get the experience of the beauty of the nature. And not only that, he was also able to decide the things or see the result of the decisions of the things that he had taken. Okay, so like this, so that was the thing that made the trip most memorable. And how did that impact you guys? How that trip so impacted? So maybe Devi would have picked up the technical studies after just going to that this one trip there. So that means what? The result. So how did that trip influence you? See, every trip or everything that we go will have some or the other positive effects on us, and some of the other negative effects also on us. Okay, and also guys, remember one more thing I noted down in the speech is that like, yes, you, when we are speaking, please don't address you you. So that is the thing. So yes, so like in the former speech, what did I see? So yes, it was more of you in the first part. Don't point out to this one listener. Even in your writing also, I strongly recommend don't address you, because the question is asked to you, you need to respond there, not addressing the this one. Now I'll give the another question here. Yes, see, we have one of the, what is that, uh, sample answer that we have given. Look at the things, how organizedly we have presented here. And look at this, how big it is. Isn't it 1 minute, 2 minute speech? You need to, what is that? So speak like this. So one of the most memorable trips I have taken was to the state of Goa in India. I went there with a group of friends, close friends, during our college break. See, where you went, with whom you went, so, and why you went. College break day. Goa is known, and now you are describing that place. Okay, now you are narrating here so about like what happened there. During our stay, we explored various beaches like Kalangot, Anjuna, Baga, etc., etc. And whatever you're narrating here. So did you anywhere we are using you there? Don't ever, because you are speaking your experience. I would recommend strongly to mute yourself who has unmuted. Kindly, yes, kindly mute yourself. We have disturbance. Everyone can hear your disturbance. Yes, this trip was memorable. Now, what you did here, why it was memorable, and then how did it impact? Isn't it a great idea to speak like this? Yes. So you people be organized whenever you people so speak there. That is the reason we want you to ideate. It is not just simply, so we could have said, okay, whatever you people have spoken, it is correct. But look at this, how many ideas we have here. And can you see in this, are you guys reading here? So you can see here. So anything that is repeated here, no idea is repeated. That is what we need you to do. Plan up, make the pointers. So when you are practicing, okay, guys, I'm going to take now one more question. I'll give the points on how to speak. I'll also give you time of 2 minutes. So not 1 minute. I'm giving you the 2 minutes time. So this, what is that? Prepare yourself and so try to speak. Talk about a person who has had a significant influence on your life. So now they're asking about a person who has a great influence on you, isn't it? So now what happens here, you can tell. So you can start off directly with who is that person, okay, and how he or she is related to you. And that's what. So if they are your own relatives, so then you will not, you can skip off how did you meet them. But if they are a person who is not your related person, so then you can say how did you meet them, or you can talk about like how you are related to them. Okay. And then describe, add on one more idea. So what are his or her characteristics? Okay. So you can speak about his or her characteristic, one or two sentences. And so like how these his characteristic influenced you. Okay. How it influenced and why did it influence. Okay. Why did it influence and how did it influence you? So you need to talk about. So, guys, now I have this question. So, kindly, like, what is that? Go through it. I'll give you 1 minute time, prepare, and then raise your hands, guys. Prepare yourself. You should think that this is your real exam and you need to speak out there. Prepare yourself. No, no, no. Abhiram, I need like all the questions to be addressed because we are having this as a cue card question, right? So we need to have at least 1 minute, 2 minute speech, guys. Here, make it as lengthy as possible. Let me see how much you people can speak, isn't it? How long you people can speak. Okay. So now I'm taking out the question. Okay. So let me come back to our classroom. Yes, I'll stop share. Now, guys, who will be speaking now? Ayo, Arshit, imagine anyone. Do you think if you say some, imagine, you think like you have met some celebrity only, yeah? So you think you have met some celebrity. So, but you speak about the celebrity's characteristic, but you name them as some different person. You need to be little imaginative, okay? If we go by our, see, many things we would have not come across only. Okay, even the trip also, I don't think every trip will get to learn something or the other thing, but we need to create that, what is that, you imaginary things. Okay, imagine and just tell. We see a lot of movies and everything. Yeah, so therefore, like, try to, what is that, so present there. Yes, Lokesh, uh, kindly present your answer, Lokesh.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Uh, I just want to speak about a senior who influenced me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was in the college second year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have joined NCC, and in the beginning, my
Mm-hmm.
aim was to have a job in using NCC certificate. I just want to join defense forces.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, I met the senior who used to give me punishment all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, one day it's a motivation class where army staff and PS staff came. Those
Mm-hmm.
staff are speaking about how to join army and how to
Mm-hmm.
get a good job and how repeated it was.
Mm-hmm.
After that, few of the army majors and colonels, lieutenants speak. My
Mm-hmm.
senior went on the podium and he started speaking about RDC.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the people, whether they want to go to RDC or not,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the once a student can achieve marching in front of president, prime
Mm-hmm.
minister, and many officials. He
Mm-hmm.
motivated me to train and perform well and to join RDC.
Okay, you could
I,
have said here, his speech basically motivated me to pick up this thing. And what is that? So then you can say, his speech motivated you, right? More than
yes.
his speech basically motivated you. Huh, continue now.
So later on, I went to Delhi and I have selected all the rounds. I have
I was selected.
marched.
I was
Yes,
selected.
I
Mm-hmm.
was selected, and I have marched in front of uh, Rajpath, and it was a happy trip. After that, I have prepared for
Mm-hmm.
army
Mm-hmm.
selections,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave two attempts, and it was failed. And while returning to home, I met with an accident,
Okay.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
and my knee was fractured and was not fit for army.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and my life, I thought my life was collapsed, and I planned to suicide. Later
Mm-hmm.
on, my senior, I met with senior. He again spoke with me. Army is not the life; it's the way of life.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he motivated me. His speech and his words inspired me, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a job in IT, and I have successfully completed 2 years. And
Mm-hmm.
I realized that if
Mm-hmm.
we
If
lost
I
our
have
goal,
not met him, yeah,
yeah, there was no life for me. And
yeah.
even if we lose in our goals, we have better future if we move on and
Mm-hmm. We
work
try further.
yeah,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, good, Lokesh. It was really inspiring one. So yeah, so I find a bit of grammatical issues in your this one speech, because I could see verbs are not used properly. So you need to work on the grammatical part. But the story is good. So the thing you have narrated, it has gone very beautiful. So, but yes, basically, content is fine, but the way you need to present should be more energetic and also grammatically sound. It is okay, but I also tell you to keep your motivation high for everyone. Okay, so like failures are the steps for success. You can use even this one idiom in your speech when you're talking about any failures. Okay, failures are the steps for success. Okay, right. So now, yes, Arshit, yeah, if you have virtually met him, so Elon Musk, you can speak about him, okay? So not an issue. Yes. Who is,
Ma'am,
yeah?
what will be the ban we are getting if for these who are all talked already?
See, because keeping, I don't want to tell the band thing, but
Okay.
yeah, it is quite like what is that less, because you need to work on the this one. What is that? The presentation, the grammatical part should be very very good, and at the same time use little different words and use idioms, everything. Okay, because I could see like if I give the scoring and all here, so. That would be a kind of difference you or for students, so I don't want to hurt anyone who are here, because this is just a practice class. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay, ma'am.
okay, so yeah, but definitely whatever feedback I'm giving, that is mandatory for you people to take up the things. Okay, right. Yes, Reshmi, can you speak out?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening.
Ma'am, like I'm greatly inspired by my chemistry teacher. His name
Mm-hmm,
is M. Shivakumar. I've met
mm-hmm,
him first in my school in 11th standard, Navy Children's School in Andaman.
mm-hmm,
He came after my chemistry teacher who got transferred to other school, and he came as a new teacher, so we all were very excited, like who's the new teacher. So I also
mm-hmm,
get so much excited. So when I met him, he was like a simple man, but his teaching skills, the
mm-hmm.
way he approached everyone, because I was so weak in chemistry, I don't even understand what it is,
I didn't
and he
even
was
understand.
explaining. Yeah, he was explaining me in a very like easy way, so that everyone can understand, no one will be a weak student in the class. So I
Mm-hmm,
was like really inspired by his teaching skills. So I went to ask him for doubts or clarities or clarity check, whatever maybe. He
mm-hmm,
used to teach in a very great manner, so I was
mm-hmm.
very admired by his. So after completing my 12th standard, I don't have any ideas of like what to study in my degree,
Mhm,
like what undergraduate degree will be I am doing, because I was not interested in doing MBBS or
Mhm.
like IT, whatever maybe. So I
Mhm.
asked him. So he told me that agriculture engineering or chemical engineering may suits you because now you're really good in chemistry. Yeah, that's the thing. Because
Mhm.
while passing 12th standard, I got
Mhm.
the first mark in chemistry,
Highest
whereas
mark,
compared,
not the first
yeah,
mark, highest mark.
yeah, okay, yeah, first mark. So, like in 11th standard, I was so poor in chemistry, and look,
Mhm.
in 12th standard, I got the best mark in chemistry. So,
Mhm.
these things is because of him only I got.
Mhm.
So, he suggested me like chemical engineering was really good. So,
Mhm.
I selected chemical engineering, and now I'm graduated.
Mhm.
And at last, I'm thinking about it. Really, I have selected a good course because I'm having a very good score.
Mhm.
Because if we don't love the subject, we won't study. So
Yes.
I really love the subject, and now I'm having really good score because I love the subject and I learn the subject with love so that I can understand, and I score really good marks. So still now I am inspiring. I mean inspired by him.
Mhm.
Not only him, all the teachers, but the
Mhm.
one inspired me was my chemistry sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Rashmi. That's a
Thank
great
you, ma'am.
thing. Yes, this is the indication that there is nothing impossible. Everything is possible here.
Exactly, ma'am.
Yes. So, Rashmi, yeah, the this one narration was good, but I could see a lot of repetition that loud for the subject makes us achievement. Oh, once said, say, make sure that once you say something, that's over. Don't try to
Okay.
put the same idea, so using different words there. Okay, that adds on to
Okay.
your this one. What is that repetition? Try to avoid those repetition and tenses also. Tenses,
Okay.
I'm finding a problem in your speech. Work on your tenses, and also, guys, don't use that used to thing. If something has happened, what is that? Use the past tense, complete past tense. Don't use this used to regularly. Okay,
Okay.
so that thing you need to keep in mind. Okay, so yes. Now, can I have Farid?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Farid.
Should I start?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. When I was in a 12th standard, one of
Mm-hmm.
my best friend, he is very good. He is very good in physics, but
Mm-hmm.
physics was not my cup of tea. I
Okay.
was unable to
Yes.
score a good marks in
Uh-huh.
my class test.
Uh-huh.
So fear is in my mind. In my mind, a fear is created
Mm-hmm.
due to the physics, due to the marks which I got in the physics
Mm-hmm.
class test. So he was the first person who told me about the how I can solve the problem which I face in my
Mm-hmm.
physics
Mm-hmm.
physics subject, and
Mm-hmm.
that was the first person who motivated me that
He
I
was the
can.
first person.
He was the first person who motivated me that I can score a good marks in my class test as well as in the final exam,
Mm-hmm.
and he motivate me and he teach me how I can solve
He
my
taught me.
problem.
Past tense, right? He taught me.
He taught me that how I can face my difficulties and how
Mm-hmm.
I can learn from my mistake so I
Mm-hmm.
can score good marks in my in this subject. And
Okay.
at last in my final exam in the 12th board
Mm-hmm.
exam,
Mm-hmm.
that I regularly
Mm-hmm.
go at his home to get to
I was
solve my.
regularly good at. Uh-huh.
I was regularly go at his home to
No,
get
no, you were going. So I visited him regularly for a kind of moral and subject help.
for subject help, and at last when I saw my result, I was over the moon that I scored very good marks in that subject.
Okay. With this help, with this selfless help, like I achieved great scores on this subject, because of which I was over the moon, and I give all my credit to him. So therefore, I feel that his this one is nature of teaching, and his selflessness basically admired me to be selfless and to help others if at all they require us, so in any way. So that is the inspiration that you have got him. Right, guys. So you people got to know how you need to speak. Now let me share one more question and let us discuss on the things here. Yes, guys, well, preparation is required. Yeah, and Farid, I could see like the one great appreciation I want to give you is that you used two idioms. So that was really good. Okay, so you need to use the idioms, but however, so sentences framing you need to work on. Okay, your this one sentence should be grammatically sound. Okay, and also I could see a little bit of repetition. So repetition kindly avoid, guys. That means I feel like repetition is common, no issues, you can overcome it. Be, that's what you need to be active minded. Okay, you need to know that okay, you have spoken this, no need to speak it again. Already your mind should evaluate what you are speaking, right? So don't repeat the ideas. So that's one of the thing I would like to generally suggest everyone. Now you people can see, describe a book that you have read recently. Okay, this is a very favorite question. I can say it's a very common and favorite question. Most probably, almost like what is that? 60 to 70% of the students will get this question. Huh. We know that this question will come. Still, we don't get prepared for this and we won't go. That is the beauty of all of us, isn't it? So, when we know that we are going to get this, can't we prepare on this idea? We can always prepare, right? So whether you read books, you don't read books, at least you can prepare on these things. Yeah, so the one who are book lovers, yes, so start telling like so you see the one who like to read books, we can call them as bibliophile. Okay, what we'll be calling them as bibliophile. Okay, so you can use that word also there. The title and the author of the book, you can tell what genre it was, whether it's a novel, whether it is a detective novel, or whether it is based on some this one real stories. So what it is, whether it is a drama, so you can tell about that genre or the topic of the book. So you can describe the characters and how these characters were addressed in the book. So and what was the movement of the ideas, or what was the moment of the story in the book, so that you need to present, and your opinion of the book, and why did you recommend that, why would you recommend that book, so for us to read, for the audience who are listening, so why do you recommend that book to read? Okay, this is for the people who wants to, who love to read book, who has read some book, so for them. But for the people who basically don't like to read the book, for them I have one more idea here. Yes, you can start off by saying that yeah, definitely uh, you are not a person so whose cup of tea is reading books, so you can say, but still you would like to narrate about a book that you have read. So it could be, see, everyone so here would be students or technical students or anything. So according to your subject, you would have read some book, isn't it? You pick up that book and start narrating that. You can, how you can picturize this entire thing. I feel that reading novels, reading this one books and all is a waste of time, because so in this globalized world, yes, every second and every moment is important. So we need to use it for productive purposes. Therefore, I prefer to read books which is based on my subject or my work. So therefore, recently I picked up this book so on this subject, and I read this. This was written by this, and he has narrated, he or she has narrated well about the subject. The most important topic that I liked was this. Why? Because I had read about this topic and I was so unclear. So when I read about this topic written by different authors, but this author has presented it very nicely. Yes, the students who or the person who are like from the same field can refer to this book for more clarity, because not just on this topic is clear. So he is clear, he or she is clear on many more topics here. With examples, they have presented the things. Therefore, I would strongly recommend. So one to this one, read this book. So if at all, if they belong, if they come from this subject or topic, you can talk about this thing. Okay. Otherwise, that means we have both the solution. Even though you're not reading any novel, it's not that book means it should be a novel only. Okay, until and unless they don't say about a novel, book means the book could be anything there. Okay, so keeping this, so can you people prepare yourself and tell me? I'll ask you guys now. Yes, describe the book so that you people read and why. Yes, raise your hands, guys. Yes, others. We want others. I'll take Farid and Devi also, but yes, Lokesh again. Same speakers. Please, so others also raise your hands. Let me see others, how you people, can we say about fiction books? Anything, Arshit. Yeah, now I'll give you a chance. Arshit, come out and speak. Guys, Farid, Lokesh, and Devi, I just want, like, I'm giving chances for others. Please don't have a hard feeling why ma'am is not taking us. So I'm just pulling out everyone into the speech so that let everyone get this confidence in speaking. Arshit, come out. Speak fast, Arshit. Quick. You can speak about the fiction book, not an issue. Tell me, are you speaking? Harry Potter book, Aram se you can speak about. James Bond book also you can speak. Okay. Okay, you haven't read any book. So you're planning to read it. Okay. I read a book, but it was very ridiculous to hear, ma'am, that why I'm not going to talk. What is this? Just. Yeah, okay. So now, since nobody raised their hands, I would give chance to the people who have raised. Devi, start telling about the book. Rajesh, not a problem. You can talk about anything. Okay. So life after that topic, I guess examiner will become very interested to hear about that. Don't hesitate. Okay. Yeah, Devi, start. Are you there,
Yes,
Devi?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I have read many books, but here I would like to talk about the book
Mm-hmm.
Forge Your Future. This
Mm-hmm.
is the book which is written by APJ Abdul Kalam. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, APJ Abdul Kalam is the 11th president of an India. It is
Was,
needless to say here.
tenses. Abdul Kalam was.
Yes, ma'am.
Be very careful about the tenses, okay? Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Abdul Kalam is the most. Abdul Kalam is the 11th president of an India.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I would like to talk about the book which is written by him. That is Forge Your Future.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the most inspirational books in the which he has written among all.
Mm-hmm.
I have read this book recently.
Mm-hmm.
In this book, I came to know about different questions and also different mails which he have posted regarding newspapers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As I am a bibliophile, I love to read many books, and one of the most interesting book I found
Mm-hmm.
one is this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mixing of the ideas. So now you told like you like reading books and everything. Now narrate about that books and what inspiration you got from that, or what did you learn, the life lesson that you learned from that book. Okay, so that you need to tell here. Okay, so get yourself what is that, not just organizing, even while speaking also let your mind, okay, work upon, like, okay, I have spoken this idea, let me speak this idea, let me speak the other idea, so you can start taking up the things like that. Okay, so now I could see new people raising at very good, getting the inspiration from Farid, Devi, and Lokesh. Very good. So, yes, Ari, speak out.
Hi, ma'am. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, one of my favorite book is Jackie Chan Adventures.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yes, Jackie Chan is one of the famous person in China who is a real person, but I am going to talk about the cartoon, I mean, cartoonized version of him.
Uh-huh.
He is a man who is good in martial arts, and
Mm-hmm.
he is a fighter, and he's more, I mean, he's more adventurous person
Mm-hmm.
who will fight against the evil person. As
Mm-hmm.
it is a fictional character, I mean fictional cartoon book,
Mm-hmm.
we can say that the main villain, I mean main enemy for the Jackie Chan is the name called Shindu.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wall which
Mm-hmm.
has powers and
Mm-hmm.
magical things with Shindu.
Okay.
The main powers of the Shindu is categorized as 12 stones, 12
Mm-hmm.
magical stones which has separate powers.
Mm-hmm.
The main motive, I mean, the main concept of this Jackie Chan adventure is
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, blocking the Shindu from taking out the
Uh-huh.
stones,
Okay.
which will be the main motive of, I mean, main motive and the main stories of the Jackie Chan adventures. In
Okay.
that, Jackie Chan has one of the character. I mean, in the Jackie Chan story, the main characters are Uncle Bhima, and then another one character is Julie. Julie is a
Mm-hmm.
small girl, a relative of Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
She is a very studious and energetical kid who will be going on and working with Jackie Chan, but Jackie Chan does not allow her to do, as it is not safe for
Mm-hmm.
the small kid
To involve in
to
such.
involve in these actions because she may have might get hurt.
Mhm. Okay. Good. See, you could speak, you can narrate. Yeah, here and there grammatical issues. Okay. But yes, narration is happening. Guys, when you people are narrating any stories or anything, use simple present tense. Okay, the tense that you guys need to use when you're narrating any book, about any book, any story, or even you're instructing, so you need to use simple present, this one tense. Okay, so that is one of the key for you people to understand. Don't try to what is that, use some past tense, so perfect tense, nothing. Use simple present tense to narrate your ideas here, so when you're describing a book or something like that. Okay, and one more thing that you need to keep in mind here is that let the flow be continuous, and also, so try to what is that, use some nice words. Okay, idioms, nice words, all these things you need to use there. Yes, now can I have Jeevan to quickly speak up? one
Yeah,
minute
ma'am.
Okay. Hmm.
Very good evening to all.
Mhm.
And uh, reading a books or reading books is not my cake of peace,
Uh-huh.
as one of my cousin is
Mhm.
having a favorite of reading books. She once told me about the book of Chetan Bhagat,
Mhm.
and she explained about the book, the content in it, and I thought it was like a time waste thing,
Mhm.
but it was like a inspiring ones.
Mhm.
The story runs in between three friends,
Mhm.
and it was like the author explained it in a different way,
Mhm.
and I get conclusion about that.
You
It is
got
like a
confusion.
tit for tat,
Mhm.
and knowing about the trust, it is like a building trust in between these friends and getting worse in sometimes.
Mhm.
But coming to me, I was totally different. I don't like reading books.
Mm-hmm.
and I was usually follow the up to date information in only social media.
Mm-hmm.
I only read accordingly like my academic books and all these.
Mm-hmm.
So I had read only my semester books.
Mm-hmm.
Those really explain like some more content like which are not available in internet.
Mm-hmm.
The author explained in a different way. We can easily attempt it by reading once, and we can go to exam in a quickly.
Yes. Jeevan, yeah, I could see like a kind of a little confusion here. You said you did not like to read the books, but however, your cousin influenced and you read some book, isn't it? Okay, so now you can narrate about that. So yes, ending part, what you could have said. So you could have said that. Okay, so even though this was the only one book that I actually read. However, I usually read so semester books or my subject books or my engineering books because I feel that investing time on these things would be fruitful because whatever is not present in the internet is presented by the writers of this book, which adds on to my knowledge. And you could have stopped there. Okay, because again and again, if you're saying like, okay, I don't like to read books, then what was the book that you narrated? Isn't it? So like it'll go against your point only. So now what? Okay, I read one general book, but usually I read about the this one, what is that, subject books. That's the thing that we have. So I guess Rajesh, so you can speak up, Rajesh. I'll give you 1 minute time, you can speak up.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have read One Piece manga,
Mm-hmm.
which was who is the author is Ichiro Oda.
Mm-hmm.
It is a topic like adventurous and
Mm-hmm.
have many like characters like Luffy
Mm-hmm.
and it is like many Indian characters also it is there
Mm-hmm.
like Urog and
Mm-hmm.
Doflamingo.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hunt for a One Piece treasure.
Mm-hmm.
It is very adventurous and many
Mm-hmm.
fightings will be there for uh,
Yeah,
for the
tried many
for
fighting.
capturing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Fightings will be there for capturing that
Mm-hmm.
One Piece treasure.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yes,
that is the travel.
that is the prime purpose of the book, or that is the
What,
prime topic. Mhm.
yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
That is
Right. Okay, Rajesh. So that's good. But however, yes, guys, whoever I spoke to right now, so and general suggestion also, kindly look at your sentences. Okay, kindly see that you people are speaking right sentence because you people all have excellent ideas. Only the thing is the way you people are presenting, so the sentences has some defects. Okay, we need to work on those sentences. So tomorrow I'll be, what is that, covering up the follow-up questions, but on Friday I will tell all the grammatical things that you people need to personally work to improve your speaking skills as well as your writing skills. That means to frame right sentences, what are the key grammatical ideas that you need to focus on, I'll be discussing on. So Friday, okay, so on Friday I'll be doing that. Tomorrow I'll be discussing the third part, the follow-up questions, like you people have spoken out, right? So on these we'll be asking some of the follow-up questions, so and how you need to answer them. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be discussing that. But make sure that you will be attending our Friday class, because there I'm going to narrate the important grammatical ideas that you need to work on. Okay, right. Okay, guys. So it was today. It was interactive class. Very good. So, but yeah, whoever has not raised the hands to speak, I want tomorrow them to speak. Okay. It doesn't mean that I'll not be asking others who have spoke today. I'll be asking them also. Right? Okay, then, guys. would you give a clear picture as a note for non-bibliophiles? Yes, so I will be discussing that in tomorrow's class. Okay. Right, Ellen. Yes.